First, what is a process framework? Right? Process framework establishes the foundation of complete software process. So, software process in the sense what software process means. We have discussed the software process in the first module, but here we will be giving the foundation. We will be establishing the foundation of complete software process. Right? Complete software process. Right? Fine. It identifies the small number of framework activities that are applicable to all software projects. Say, you will be getting number of software projects, right? So you are creating a framework, right, or a framework activity in which that activities can be applicable to any software project, right? That is what is called as the framework activity. So you are identifying small number of framework activities, right? You are identifying small number of framework activities which can be applicable to any software project. Okay. Likewise, you are combining all those framework activities and you are showing it as the umbrella activity, right? Right? Framework activities are combined and you are showing it as a umbrella activity. That also is applicable for entire software process. Okay, I will show it. I explain in a different way. You have an umbrella activity, right? You have an umbrella activity, and inside that you have number of framework activities, right? Inside framework activities, there are number of software engineering actions. Inside software engineering actions, there are number of task sets. Each task set is having number of tasks. This is what your process framework. So what actually the process framework is doing? It is establishing the foundation of the complete software process. I think you have got an overall idea about it. Let us discuss with the help of a diagram, right? This is the diagram. As I told, you have a software process. You have a software process, and you have developed a software process framework, right? That process framework consists of many umbrella activities, many framework activities, and many software engineering actions, and many task sets. Okay, fine. Umbrella activities consist of number of, as I said, right? As I said, umbrella activities consist of number of framework activities. Say, just see the diagram. Framework activity 1, framework activity 2, framework activity 3, up to framework activity N. Okay, there are number of framework activities. So each framework activity consists of number of software engineering actions, right? Software engineering actions. Say, check out it. Software engineering action 1, software engineering action 2, up to software engineering action 1.k, right? So it means that there are number of software engineering actions. So each software engineering action consists of what you say, number of task sets. So this is, see, for software engineering action 1, you have a task set. For software engineering action 2, you have a task set, right? Okay. Each task set consists of number of small tasks, right? Number of small tasks, right? What are those? Here for task set 1, we have work task, work product, you have a quality assurance point, you have project milestone. So all these things will be coming into the task set, right? Now you got the idea about what is a software process framework, right? You have an umbrella activity, right? Inside the umbrella activity, there are a number of framework activities, and inside each framework activity, you have number of software engineering action, and for each software engineering action, you'll be having number of task sets, right? Each task set will be having number of tasks. This is what your process framework. Let us discuss in detail about this particular point, right? So as I already told, what is an umbrella activities? So it encompasses a set of framework activities. It encompasses a set of framework activities. And what is a framework activity? So each framework activities consists of set of software engineering actions. So many software engineering actions will be there, right? Okay. And each software engineering actions, right, will be having a set of tasks. Okay. For example, I'll give an example, right? For software engineering action, say for example, requirement gathering is a software engineering action. Okay. So what will you be doing for requirement gathering? Right, you will be discussing with the customer, right, and you will be getting all the requirements. So what you will do, that part will be divided into small tasks. Okay, so what I can say is that requirement gathering is one software engineering action. Okay, inside that software engineering action, what is that? Inside the requirement gathering action, you will be having number of tasks, small tasks. So what is a software engineering action? It is a collection of related task set. It is a collection of related task set that produces a major software engineering work product. Okay, each engineering action is populated with individual work tasks. Right? Each engineering action is populated. It has many individual work tasks. Okay, fine. So, what is a task set then? I mean, it defines actual work to be done to accomplish the objective of the software engineering action, right? If there is an action, software engineering action, say for example, requirement analysis. Requirement analysis is the software engineering action. Okay, for that requirement analysis or requirement design or requirement analysis, what are the works you are going to do, right? What are the actual work you are going to do to achieve or to attain the requirement, that you are going to define it, right? That is the actual work you are going to define, right? Then it is a collection of software engineering work tasks, related work products, quality assurance points, and project milestones. Let us discuss with the help of an example, right? Just attain. If requirement gathering is a software engineering action, then the task set of requirement gathering will be as follows, right? Right? Task set will be as follows, right? Okay. So what are the task set, right? I have listed out few task set. Make a list of stakeholders of the project. Make a list of stakeholders of the project. So what is the stakeholder? Say for example, you are going to do a project, and for that project you are gathering the requirement. So for that, what you are doing, you are identifying who are the major persons to use, who are going to use that product, right? Who are going to use that product. That are called as the stakeholders, right? So the persons who are going to use the product or they're going to they're going to effectively use the product will be called as the stakeholders. So that what you're going to do is you're going to make a list of stakeholders of the project. You're going to make a list of stakeholders of the project. Okay. Once you have taken the list, these are the persons they are going to use the project, right? So once you have taken the list, you have to invite those persons or those stakeholders for an informal meeting, right? You have to invite, right? That is another task, right? Well, then the third step is after inviting for the informal meeting, right? You have to discuss with those stakeholders to get the features and functions required for the project. So they will be telling, these are the features I want, these are the functions I want. Likewise, the stakeholders will be listing out the various features and functions required for the project. So that you will be taking all those things, right? Once that is discussed, and what you'll be doing, you'll be building up the final list, right? You'll be building up the final list. Once the list is finalized, you have to prioritize the requirement, right? That is also a task. So you have to prioritize the requirements. Once the requirements are prioritized, you have to find the area of uncertainty, whether it is possible or not, whether any difficulty is there or not. So all these are the tasks which you have to do for the requirement gathering, right? So how to attach this with the help, attach this with the framework, right? Like this we can attach, right? So framework activity 1, right? Framework activity 1 will be the first software engineering action 1 will be requirement gathering. Say requirement gathering will be the software engineering action, and these are all the task set, right? These are all the tasks, and you will be taking this as a task set, right? These are all the task set. Okay, so I can call this as one task set, right? This is one task set, which is actually for software engineering action 1. That is a requirement gathering, right? So in this task set, these are the tasks which we have to do. That is what we discussed in the previous slide, right? That I have shown in this particular box. Okay. So requirement gathering will be software engineering action, and all these tasks will be considered as a set of tasks. That is a task set. Okay. So likewise, each framework activity will have a set of software engineering actions. And each software engineering action will have a task set, right? And task set will be having small tasks as I have listed here, right? So these are the process framework, right? Process framework. So what we have discussed till now is what is a process framework, right? What are the contents is there in the process framework? As we discussed, there are umbrella activities, framework activities, software engineering actions, and task set, right?